David Rubin is with us now, former mayor of Shiloh, Israel, and the author of the new book, Trump and the Jews. David, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Stuart.
Now, this is a serious situation here. How far can it go? It's not going to disrupt the Saudi Arabia, Israel, U.S. containment of Iran, is it?
No, well, it's critical that it not disrupt that. Look, President Trump is the world leader. He's a leader in the United States. He's a leader of the free world. So, yes, if something like that happened in the consulate and if the Saudi Arabian government was involved in some way, then it's very problematic and there needs to be very, very strong protest. However, that being said, President Trump has a responsibility to American interests and to the interests of the free world. And that he has formulated a very delicate and very important alliance between Israel and Saudi Arabia and the United States in response to the nuclear threat from Iran, in response to the Iranian support of terrorism throughout the Middle East and throughout the world. And that's something that he cannot disrupt, because if he does, then he's really not taking American interests into account.
What about the $110 billion worth of arms which America proposes to sell to Saudi Arabia? Could that be, should that be, a casualty of this Khashoggi situation?
Absolutely not. That should not be disrupted, and I'll tell you why.
Well, okay, hold on a second, David.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to disrupt the alliance against Iran. You don't want to interrupt this arms sale of $110 billion. What should the response be if we find that there was something dreadful going on in that consulate in Istanbul? What should the response be?
There should be a very strong diplomatic response.
What? Diplomatic?
Look, you're talking about two countries that have an alliance, and that, you have to remember, the United States has always had alliances with countries that don't share our values, okay, that don't share the values of the United States and don't share the values of Israel.
Right.
And in my book, Trump and the Jews, I've written about this quite a bit, that there are times when you have to form relationships with people that are not to your liking, perhaps. And if you look at what happened in Iran during the Carter administration, okay, President Carter basically washed off the Shah of Iran and put heavy pressure on him and sanctions in order to stop what he felt was oppression of the Iranian people. And in return for that, we got the Ayatollah Khomeini, who was far more oppressive than the Shah ever was. The same thing happened in Egypt. President Obama put intense pressure on Mubarak, and we lost Mubarak.
Don't desert your allies, even though you can make a case to desert your allies. In this case, Saudi Arabia. Don't desert them, is your message.
Make it clear what American values are, but look after American interests.
David Rubin, always a pleasure. Thanks for being with us, sir. And I appreciate the book, and I appreciate the autograph, too. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.